So here's a little prehab to get your glutes activated before you start the workout. Band walks. Bands around the ankles. Taking little steps out, 20 in each direction. Stay in a nice low squat the entire time. So we'll go laterally and then we'll go front and back. So when you go front and back, you go right, left, right, right, left. Keep the knees nice and wide the entire time. Next, we're going to go into some fire hydrants. You're going to go in a quadruped position on your hands and knees, lifting one knee up to the side, hence the name fire hydrant. And then you're going to go into donkey kicks. Donkey kicks, keeping your pelvis nice and stable as you're kicking up to the ceiling. Keeping your core engaged, keeping the shoulders over those hands the entire time, really just focusing on your glutes, and we'll go 20 of each of those. All right, as many rounds as possible, 6 minutes. Starting off with lateral lunges, we're gonna go 12 on each side. Today, I want you to go a little bit quicker than we did at the beginning of the week. Really driving those hips back. Both toes are pointing forward. Strong, stabilizing leg. Really get a good push off. 12 on each side. All right, next we're gonna go into shoulder taps. Again, feet are wider than the hands and the hip to keep those hips square to the ground. We're gonna go 20 total, stabilizing that center. And last, we're gonna go into some burpees. We're gonna bring it all the way down to the ground and then bringing it right back up with a little jump at the top. Okay, so when you hop your feet forward, notice how wide my feet are hopping. I want my knees and my feet to stay in one line. Okay, so knees are tracking right over those ankles, bringing it all the way down, getting a big explosion back up. Let's just go 12 burpees. Then start at the top with those lateral lunges. Here we go, 3 rounds, starting off with a hip thrust and a hamstring walkout. So we're gonna go 15 reps, taking little tiny steps as your legs extend out away from you, then tiny steps to walk it back. So your hips will lower and lift as your feet are walking out. Keep your core engaged and do not forget to breathe, okay? Next up, we're gonna go into some arm circles. So the other day we did 20 per circle. This time we're gonna go 30. And just like what we did the other time, you can add water bottles or light weights if you would like, or you can just use your body weight. Just make every single movement intentional and keep the circles small as you can. So don't forget to go in both directions, front and back. All right, last we're gonna go into 2 feet bounding jumps, traveling forward, 15 reps, jumping as far as you can. All right, here we go, 3 rounds of core, starting with a double leg stretch. So legs are gonna come into a tabletop position, head, neck, and shoulders are gonna lift off the ground. Hands are gonna come to your knees. Arms and legs extend out, swoop the arms around, pull those knees right back in. See how my head and my neck and my shoulders are not moving. My arms and legs are the only things moving as I stabilize my center. Inhale as your legs go out, exhale to pull everything right back in. We're gonna go 15 reps here. Next up, we're gonna go into a Russian twist. Legs are staying in that tabletop position. Make sure your shoulders are rotating, your spine is long. 20 reps total. And last, you're gonna hold a plank on your elbows for 1 minute. Glutes are on, core's engaged. Repeat for 3 rounds. All right, so finishing off 3 rounds of mobility and stretching, starting off in a downward dog. So start in a plank position, walk your toes forward inch by inch. Do not walk your feet all the way to your hands. Press your heels down. Think about bringing your chest to your knees. And then you can carefully walk your toes back into that plank position. Let's go about 5 times right there. And then let's step your foot forward into a hip flexor stretch, okay? So I want you to just hold these stretches for about 45 seconds. You can push back and get a little hamstring stretch here as well. So You can go forward and back a few times. Just kind of listen to your body and breathe through these stretches, okay? And then I want you to go into a 90-90 hip stretch. So your foot's gonna come across your body. You're gonna bring that knee to the ground, and then you're gonna bend that back leg in as well, okay? So keeping your spine long, then reach your arms forward to get a nice little stretch, okay? So opposite leg, so whatever leg is back, feel that hip open up as much as you can. Repeat 3 times and on both legs.